The United States announces its withdrawal from 66 international organizations.
Europe plans contingencies in case of U.S. intervention in Greenland.
The 2026 Economic Census has officially been launched nationwide.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news. I'm Hoàng Yên, and here we go, the first headline of the show. On January 7th, U.S. President Donald Trump just signed an official declaration withdrawing the United States from 35 international organizations outside the United Nations and 31 UN-affiliated agencies and bodies that Washington considers contrary to U.S. national interests.
According to the White House, the decision followed a comprehensive review of all intergovernmental organizations, conventions, and international treaties in which the United States is a member or participant. The White House said the withdrawals would end the use of U.S. taxpayers' money and Washington's involvement in organizations that promote globalist agendas over national priorities, or that handle critical issues inefficiently, diverting resources that should be allocated to more appropriate objectives. When asked to provide further details and a specific list of the affected organizations, the White House did not respond. The move is widely seen as a further step in reshaping the United States' role on the international stage under President Donald Trump, as Washington places greater emphasis on domestic and bilateral priorities.
Leaders from major European powers and Canada just voiced support for Greenland this week, stating that the territory belongs to the people of Greenland.
A German government source said Berlin is working closely with other European countries and Denmark on next steps regarding Greenland. Although it is the world's largest island, Greenland has a population of just 57,000 and is not an independent state, but a self-governing territory within the Kingdom of Denmark. Greenland's strategic location between Europe and North America has made it a key site for the U.S. ballistic missile defense system for decades. Its mineral wealth also aligns with Washington's goal of reducing reliance on supplies from China. Mr. Trump first floated the idea of taking control of Greenland in 2019, during his first term as president, arguing that the island is vital to U.S. military strategy and that Denmark has not done enough to protect it.
The 2026 Economic Census has officially been launched nationwide. It is one of the three major national statistical censuses, carrying strategic significance for improving the national economic information system.
The 2026 Economic Census features several notable innovations, including expanded use of technology in data collection, greater exploitation of administrative data, and the parallel deployment of electronic data collection methods via CAPI questionnaires and web-based forms. These measures aim to enhance survey management efficiency and advance the development of a modern, transparent, and internationally integrated statistical system. The census will collect data on economic establishments to assess developments in their number, scale, and workforce, as well as business performance, levels of information technology adoption, and progress in digital transformation. The results will serve as a basis for compiling indicators under the National Statistical Indicator System, particularly Gross Domestic Product, GDP, Gross Regional Domestic Product, GRDP, at the provincial and centrally governed city level, and other related statistical indicators.
Upcoming are some updated news.
Nguyen Kak Than, secretary of the Nghệ An Provincial Party Committee, has issued a letter calling on party committees, authorities, agencies, mass organizations, party members, organizations, businesses, entrepreneurs, and the public to support and assist the poor, disadvantaged, and vulnerable groups ahead of the 2026 Lunar New Year, Year of the Horse. In 2025, Nghệ An was hit by 3 major storms, causing severe damage to property and infrastructure. Donations can be made through the Viet Nam Fatherland Front at all levels or directly to individuals via appropriate channels. Monsieur and Province will host the program Lam River Solidarity, Spring of the Year of the Horse 2026, scheduled for January 27, 2026, to receive, connect, and amplify support and assistance.
The Ministry of Construction has issued Circular Number 56 regulating the seaport waters within Nghệ An Province and defining the scope of specialized state management by the Nghệ An Maritime Port Authority. Under the circular, Nghệ An's seaport waters are delineated based on the highest tidal level and comprise two key maritime areas, Dong Hoi and Kua Lo Ben Tui. In the Dong Hoi area, the seaward boundary is defined by straight lines connecting points DH1 to DH5, while the landward boundary runs from point DH1 along the coastline of Queen Lap Commune southward, passing the Hoang Mai River mouth and extending to the coast of Queen Phuong Commune. For the Kua Lo Ben Tui area, the seaward boundary is determined by points NA1 to NA5.
Digital travel platform Agoda has named Sapa Asia's fastest-growing destination in 2025, reflecting rising interest from international travelers in Vietnam's culturally rich highland town. With its dramatic natural landscapes, diverse ethnic cultures, and vibrant mountain markets, Sapa continues to appeal to visitors seeking authentic, immersive experiences distinct from the fast pace of major cities. Experts say the ranking is a positive signal, underscoring Sapa's strong growth and growing popularity among international tourists. The destination's striking scenery and cool highland climate offer an ideal setting for relaxation, sightseeing, and outdoor exploration.
From January 1st of 2026, mandatory traceability requirements for certain high-risk product groups just officially take effect nationwide. The move is seen as a key step towards enhancing transparency, protecting consumers, and enabling more effective regulatory oversight. More in the story today.
Product traceability, simply put, the documentation and identification of a product's origin, production, and distribution process, has become a key benchmark of trust between consumers and businesses, and an essential pathway towards sustainable market development. When the origin can be traced, I feel more assured. Knowing where a product comes from and who produces it makes it more trustworthy.
We will implement the requirements step by step. Every stage must be properly documented and clearly traceable to facilitate future oversight.
Under the regulations, product groups such as food, pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, agricultural produce, electronic goods, and pesticides are required to carry traceability codes. The system is seen as a crucial tool for authorities to detect and prevent counterfeit and substandard goods.
When the entire chain, from inputs and processing to circulation, is transparent, people can make more informed choices. In such an environment, fake and counterfeit goods will have no room to survive.
Currently, the Nghệ An Department of Science and Technology is tasked with drafting a resolution to support science and technology development, innovation, and digital transformation for the 2026 to 2030 period. With product traceability identified as a key priority, the resolution is expected to create favorable conditions for organizations, individuals, and businesses to invest in and upgrade technical infrastructure, paving the way for the effective and coordinated implementation of traceability nationwide.
The last story descended our news today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye for now.